Sorry.
No, you're all good.
No, it's been a long day.
It's all good.
Long day.
You earned that, so. But Courtney Vandersloot's facilitation was self-explanatory, but the defense was good. Conversely, your defense is self-explanatory, but your scoring was vital tonight, as said by Coach Brondella herself. So how have you and Courtney kind of evolved yourselves into the ideal 6th and 7th women, respectively, on this group?
All I can say is, when you stay ready, then you got to get ready.
Building off of what Jeff said, what did it mean to you and Courtney to get that team ball tonight? Sandy told us.
You know what? That's a team ball. If it wasn't for our team, just keeping us in and as for and our bench, you know what I'm saying? Just us always telling each other that, hey, when we go in, just give us all, because our time is a little limited, so we can go out there and give more energy than the starting 5 can, and I think that was our night. And I think Sue did a great job coming off the bench, just on defense and her offensive execution.
Is there anything you feel like you did specifically a lot better than game 1, or what you noticed from game 1 and then wanted to improve on in tonight?
You talking about myself?
Yeah, personally.
I would just say my energy. I think just my energy, just realizing when I come in. Yes, I'm sitting for a while, but when I go in, I can give all of it because, I have that much time, you know what I'm saying? So just coming in, just doing the little things and just allowing the game to finally just come to me.
In the first half, Asia Wilson had 4 shots from the field, which is a season low in any half of her this year. Considering she shoots just over 52% from the field, how vital is it to take that weapon away from her?
Yeah, first of all, she's a great player. She's one of the best, you know what I'm saying? So JJ did an awesome job, but also just our overall defense, helping JJ. JJ can't do it by herself. So, understanding our schemes and what we're trying to take away, we did a good job of that.
Staying on the defense on Asia Wilson, KT, this is the second game in a row where you held Asia under 10 rebounds. Just talk about the effort that you're getting from the front court and the defense.
Yeah, I'm surprised we did that because I felt like tonight our, rebounding was kind of horrible. I think that was kind of our Achilles tonight and what allowed the Aces to stay in the game. So I'm surprised that she was under.
Kind of, you got it.
Oh man, it's a big factor. I feel like, when we do plays like that, they give us an extra energy because, you do get tired out there, including myself. So when we do make plays, stuff like that, just hearing that just gives us like electric fire where we just, get back up, So kudos to our 6 men.
Considering you're one of the creators behind the mantra, all together, how did that mantra kind of come to life tonight with this group, and how did it sustain you in such a crucial game?
Yeah, I guess that said it for itself. We really stuck together. I think last year around this time we were kind of broken down and would have let this game, slide us by. But I think we stuck with it, even though they went on their runs and we couldn't score. I think that little 2-3 minute period, we stayed together and our defense was what got us.
What was the coach's message in the 4th quarter when you started to use
She just said, just stay focused, stay locked in, rebound, get on the boards, and just stay together.
Hi, Kayla. Throughout the game, the perimeter defense was really sort of making a big impact. Yourself, Leo, and B. What do you think it says about you guys as perimeter defenders that even against an elite group like Vegas, you're still able to make an impact and control the game the way you wanted to?
Yeah, just with our lane, I think they might struggle a little bit. But again, they're great guards, can get down to the paint, can shoot the ball. But I think our lane kind of gives them a little problem. And then, we switch a lot, so I think that kind of gives them a hard time.
Is there a celebrity you were excited to see?
Alicia Keys.
Who was singing?
Oh my God, huh?
The singing.
Sabrina started that off, right? And then we all came together. When I kind of heard it, I said, ooh, but she knew, it was, yeah.
Is there any other celebrity that you would like to see come to a game?
She want to see Janet Jackson, but I would love to see Jonathan McReynolds.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes.
Thanks, KT.
Thank you,
Kayla.
Nice, When Sloot has the moments that she had today, are you able to like process and reflect on in the game, like, wow, that's a pretty cool moment for her in this game of the season, or that's something that is wild to say?
I mean, you know, in the moment of the game, we're just, I mean, yes, we're happy that she's doing, but that's what she does, you know, so it's not like a wow moment. That's what she's been doing, so her coming in and doing what she does, sorry, that's it.
And then for you, was there anything you wanted to improve on from game one personally that you felt like you did? Or
I'm just trying to make sure.
Betnijah, between the 5:18 mark in the fourth quarter and the 11-second mark in the fourth quarter, there were no timeouts in the sense there was no time to get over the bench. It was just continuous, no call timeout. You could get to the bench. There were stoppages, but you couldn't call a timeout. So, what can you say about the chemistry this team has developed that allowed you to make on-court adjustments without a huddle per se?
I think just sticking to the game. You know, we had a pretty solid game plan going in. Like, we know what they can capable of, but we know what we have to do as well. These are all things that we know that we prepare for and shoot around in a day's time.
I'm curious what goes into being able to guard multiple aces players in one possession. I see in their quarter court sets, you're on Chelsea, then you're on Jackie, then you're on KP. I guess what goes into you successfully being able to stop so many different types of players?
Pride. You know, being able to defend anything.
Can you talk about the resilience of this group? I mean, there were times that the Aces were really giving it their all there to try to make a push. You guys just kept strong throughout. Just how do you explain the resilience of this group?
Not getting too worried about what they're doing. We know that they're a great team. We know what they're capable of. But we also know who we are and what we have to do to get to the finals.
Transition defense was a point of emphasis after game one. Just what do you think the improvement were for this game?
You said the improvement from last game to this game?
Yeah, did you see much improvement from last game to this game transition defense?
I think just making the effort, no matter who it is that's closest to you, just making sure that everybody's covered and we're not just worried about everything.
You know, I saw a video of Alicia Keys coming in, congratulating you, and then singing. You know, I know you're a big fan, so I guess what does that mean to sort of have that moment with her?
For her to be here to support us as a New Yorker, it means a lot. You know, she's been here, continuing to show her support, and so to have her come in and speak to us, we wanted to just, give her a moment, recognizing her as well.
Heidi, it felt like tonight was the loudest I've heard this building, especially in a game of this magnitude. Just what do you think it says about you guys that you've been able to establish such a really intense and passionate home court advantage?
Yeah, I think, New York is a very exciting place. The people, like, even when you're outside, just if you think about it, New Yorker. if you think about, a New Yorker, we're out there giving it all, just showing grit and fight, and I think that they kind of feed off of it, and so the crowd has just really been amazing, and we just hope to make this easy.
Thank you, B.
Alicia Keys.
It's a good answer.
Courtney, tonight the Barclays Center, the crowd was electric. In a game which grueling you guys need the extra energy, how much does that Barclays Center crowd help you?
Yeah, I feel like a broken record with this, but it just like they keep getting better and better. The crowd was amazing tonight. It was so loud. Sometimes I just look up and I'm like, man, everybody's having so much fun in here. It's such a cool environment, and yeah, they give us that extra spark. It's like those times, man, it gets loud in there, and I know it's hard to play in an environment like that. So it's just for the other team. So that's right. No, go ahead.
From the 5:18 mark of the fourth quarter to the 11-second mark of the fourth quarter, there were no huddles, no timeouts. Stoppages, but no timeouts, but no huddles. So, what can you say about the chemistry this team has grown that allows you to make those on-court adjustments, and how do you think you did that?
Wow, good question. Yeah, I think that comes with growth, and I think that we responded well. We have been working all season to get to a point where we are all on the same page and we don't need the huddles. Of course, the huddles are nice to be able to regroup and communicate, especially when it's so loud out there, but we have to trust one another, and we've been building that trust from the beginning, so I think it really shows.
Courtney, you talked about how you really need to get used to playing in the second role. Obviously, it was something new to you in the second unit. Especially after a game like tonight, do you feel a lot more comfortable, fully comfortable in that second unit role?
Yeah, I think the best thing for me was realizing that my role really didn't change. When I'm out there, I'm expected to do the same thing, and I think that was a big eye opener for me. Being able to just be able to be ready for whenever it is. Because sometimes it's sooner than others, depending on the flow of the game. So just being able to be ready, and once I'm out there, it's all the same.
You came in and you led the team scoring in the first quarter. Where did you find that energy? What are you feeling?
Yeah, I think I talked to a few of you and said I wanted to be aggressive coming out the game. I think I was a little bit passive in the first game, just passing up some open shots or open opportunities to get downhill, and I think that was kind of just a mindset. I saw some opportunity and I took advantage of it.
Hey, Courtney, the challenges on point tonight almost kind of really won the game down the stretch.
I'm sorry, the what?
The challenges, the official reviews are on point.
Yeah.
Sandy,
Yeah.
Is it just the players telling Sandy challenge that? Or
I think the whole crowd was telling me. I think that the coaching staff have a good idea of when the right time is, and I think there was a couple that maybe the team wanted, but it wasn't going to change much, and saving that for a big stretch, the one down, that's huge, and that's why you hold on to it, and I think our coaches have executed that perfectly.
Speaking of the challenges and stuff tonight, there were a few moments in the game where there were some questionable calls by the refs. How does the team stay focused and play through that, and just make sure that you guys are just finishing without having those kind of
focusing on
distractions?
what's important, and that's in the huddle and within ourselves. We understand that there's going to be missed calls. There's going to be calls that aren't called that we think should be called, and that's something you have to play through. That's the name of the game. That's basketball at any level, and so we have to understand that they're doing the best they can and keep communicating with them and knowing that if we just are doing the right things, that it'll work out for the best for us.
How did tonight's game show how valuable B is to this team?
I think we've known how valuable B is to this team from the beginning. She is, her ability to defend the best player, but also take on a load in playmaking, and I feel like she always hits big shots. She's in the right spot, and I think B shows a lot of heart. I think that she digs deep for us and puts the team first, and I think that's huge.
Courtney, this was a game of momentum, just back and forth nonstop. You had that big block on one end, and then came back and hit that corner three on the other end. Where does this rank for you in terms of your Liberty career in kind of that two-way sequence and moments that you've had here?
It's hard to rank things, but just in the situation, being such an important part of the game, it's huge. I'm glad that one went in.
What brought you to that realization you spoke about earlier, where your role maybe hasn't changed, you're asked to do the same thing? Is there something that
I think it was just a little bit of experience of doing it a couple times, talking to you guys. It's we make this big deal out of it. I'm not blaming you guys, but we do it, and then at the end of the day, it's the same thing. I get in there, and so I think just doing it, honestly.
Courtney, what did it mean, or Sandy told us that she gave both you and KT the game ball. You guys both had excellent games. What does that mean to you and to get that game ball with her?
Yeah, it's awesome for us, and KT and I stay close to each other on the bench, just making pumping each other up and knowing that any given night it could be we need to be like that. We need to be able to be ready, stay ready, and be able to impact the game. And we have to make winning plays sometimes, and they're going to count on us to do that. So I think it was a good moment for us to be able to share that together.
In that fourth quarter, you had Sabrina and Sue both line turn into a 4-point game. When you see them going to the free throw line in that situation, having played with them for a couple of years, how comfortable are you with that, and just what's going through them?
With them at the free throw line?
Yeah.
The most confidence in both of them. I think those are two of the best free throw shooters in clutch moments. I just have the most confidence in that. That's why every play that we're running to get it in is one of them, and everybody knows it. But those are the two people I would want to free throw line.
Courtney, an interesting situation tonight. We had the front court players leading assists. We had Sabrina leading team rebounds. What do you think that says to just the overall versatility of this team where anybody's not even contributing period?
Yeah, I think that's us at our best is, you know, our ability to, like, everybody's playmakers, everybody can rebound. Zab felt like she came down with some big boards, timely times, because our post players are boxing out, you know, an elite rebounder. They crash hard, so, you know, that's what it's going to take for us to win. You know, that's the things that we're talking about on a daily basis, is that, like, everybody's going to step up and do these things. We can't just rely on our post players to rebound. We can't rely on only our point guards to playmaker. It's a team thing, and I think that's what makes it so great.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.